chance to be ruthless.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me make it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I'd like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep.
Hello.
Good afternoon. How is everybody?
Yeah, we are live. We are
Are we?
live.
Let's see. Let me check my pulse. Yep,
I
I'm
do
still
see we
alive.
we do have a raid going on too, by the way. So
Oh,
I
we get
believe,
the raid button.
yeah, I gotta find my raid button. So
Raid button.
here it is. Here's the raid button. Thank you so much for the raid, Horror Collector.
Welcome, Raiders. Choose your fate. Watch the show or watch the show.
Thank you, Raiders, very much.
Yes, that was really nice. I know that Horror Collector had done a little stream to help bring some more people over here, and that was very kind of him.
Here we go.
So, hello to Tammy Trot. Good to see you here, and everybody else I've been saying hello to in the chat.
Hi, Tammy. I've been saying hello to people over on my Smoky Solid 4 channel on the Fishy Flying Free. So.
Yeah, I've been saying hi to a bunch of people myself. Before going. Oh, and there's Nora. I see Northern Ohio Railroad action. Oh, geez, how did that get up already? Did you put that up?
No, I didn't. Me no touch.
I must have had it up already. Okay, well,
so.
It's a perfect timing to all the boot-looking flying monkeys in the world. Well, that'll be coming up soon.
Yeah.
I'm planning to get into that at the bottom of the hour, so I don't know. I must have clicked on that in the other room.
look at lots of words go. Do it again. I didn't do. Oh, she said I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Neither did I. My hands are right here. I didn't do it.
All right. Well, I do see that Mama says she shared, so let's push that first. If anyone else shared, let me know. But Mama Redneck did share this out, so I'm gonna. I think my mouse is being a little silly today. Ooh, that's my excuse now too. Anyways, to Mama Redneck, here we go. There you go.
Yeah, we have another button to push too.
We have lots of buttons to push.
There we go.
So next one I'm going to push is for Lost for Words. Okay.
And wash your frickin' hands and brush your teeth.
And watch your mouth. Be nice to people.
I says frickin'.
No, I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying people need to be nice too. Be freaking nice. Not you. You're being fine.
Oh, okay.
You thought you were in trouble already?
That's what I thought.
Anyways, Nora, Northern Ohio Railroad Action is here. Here's your button.
Good to see you, Nora.
Yes, and to anybody that does not know this, that music is me playing piano, and that was dedicated to Nora, actually, so that's why that's a part of that button. Oh, I see Gemma's Journey is here. Great to see you, sister.
Hi, Gemma. Good to see you.
And now I'm going to play your button, Mr. Toyman.
Oh,
one
which
of your
one?
buttons. I have lots of buttons. I'm going to start with you playing the drums.
Okay.
So that's one of them.
Hello, professional paranormal research. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, hello, Puff.
Yeah, I see Puff the Magic Dragon is here, and professional paranormal research. Great to see both of you. I am now going to push the one for your RWC channel, if I can speak.
Oh, yeah, he's here.
Yeah,
somewhere.
He's been sneaking around. I saw him.
There we go.
And I know that gamer was around, so I might as well get all three done. So here's the gamer part.
Oh.
I do see that Gemma's Journey shared this out, so guess what that means?
Thank you.
Button again.
Yeah, we do.
All right,
thank
Gemma's
you.
Journey, thanks to you. We're going to play the shared button. As I'm playing all these buttons, please keep in mind that this is something I could do for you. If you do live streams and you want some extra fun buttons, you could hire me.
Yeah, and professional paranormal, yes, we are broadcasting on 3 platforms right now. 2 on YouTube, and the other one's on Twitch.
Yes. Yes. So you are on the Fishy Flying Free channel, and I see some people are on both. I see Lost for Words. I gotta fix something over there though. There we go. That should have fixed that. Anyways, I see that HCF Paranormal shared this out, so shared button again for Horror Collector. You ready?
Okay.
Yep,
All
there
right.
we go.
Cool. Well, I tell you, last night was a fun drive to work when we got the ice storm that was just coming in full force last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it rained nothing but ice pellets all night long.
Oh.
The car was like an ice cube by the time I got to, when I went out to warm up my car, it was like ice cube. I had to break into my own car, warm it up, thaw it out, and everything else. You know, it was a fun night, slipping and sliding on the way to work, and then of course slipping and sliding while I was at work. Got stuck a couple times, managed to get back out, but it was slow going, and it rained ice pellets right up till 3:30 this morning.
Oh, wow.
And then it quit, and then and then the freezing drizzle came down around 4:30.
Uh-huh.
That car was like an ice cube again.
Oh, I see.
So it was a very interesting night.
And well, for me, if anybody saw my community page update, we were supposed to get up to 2 feet of snow within the last couple days. Well, as time went on, that got to be lesser and lesser. Now, it did snow some, and it
Hmm.
did get very windy, and it was blizzard-like, and it's still wind chills, and it's cold out. But
Hmm.
it didn't get to be that much. I think I heard, I mean, it drifted and stuff, but where it didn't drift, I think they say from what came down was maybe 4 inches. So, just so everybody knows, you can stay right where you're at, but I just shared the live stream link to each of the channels. So if you're
Hmm.
not connected to one of the channels, you're more than welcome to click
Hmm.
that or save that. Figure that'd be the easiest, quickest way to show you where the other channel is. But
Exactly.
like I say,
There.
wherever you're at, you can stay right there. That is just fine.
Yeah, because I got both channels brought up. Plus, we can see comments in the StreamYards chat, anyways, coming from all the channels that we're broadcasting on.
Lady Scrapper is here. It says, hello, new to your channel. Well, welcome. Welcome to the channel.
Hello,
Good to see
Lady
you.
Scrapper. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in.
And I do see that Mikey is here, so I have another button to push. And again, I want to also say a big thank you to HCF Paranormal because I know he shouted this out, even did a short live stream to shout it out, which I know is
Hmm.
helping with some of these new people that are here today.
Yeah, thank you, Horror Collector, for doing that. And Mikey, good to see you.
Yes, I have a button to push in honor of Mikey, so here we go.
Mikey, so good to see you here. Thank you so much for your continued loyal support. And most of all, thank you for your friendship. You are a wonderful person. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and you take care.
And no, Smoky Solid 4 does not have a Twitch channel. Yet.
Yeah, oh, right, because for gaming, right?
Yeah.
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 That's something that you'll probably have to look into eventually.
Down there. Yeah, eventually.
Yeah. I mean, I know right now
Yeah, right now
you have a lot of things going on, so.
I got a lot of things going on. I got right now. I'm kind of trying to keep myself happy right now. I'm dealing with a throbbing tooth.
Oops, I made something fall down. Ugh. Don't make heater fall down. Ugh, there we go.
So tomorrow after work, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I go see the dentist.
Yes, and that'll be good. Hey, I see Food
Yes.
Force Permaculture is here. Yay, good to see you.
Oh, good to see you, Food Forest. How you doing?
Well, he might have said about having things over on Twitch, but he was probably meaning the Toy Man and Fishy show.
Oh yeah, yeah. Toyman Fish Shows over on Twitch. Yes.
Yeah, so maybe that's
Yeah.
what's going on.
Oh. Oh.
So so this is you today. Or you're trying not to do this today, right? I mean, you want to do this, but he's trying to hold back his tears. Because you have a toothache. You have a reason.
No, I don't. I'm not in the mood. When I have a toothache, I don't feel like crying. I become the grumpy, wounded, bad bear. All of a
Oh,
sudden, I just get real grumpy.
do you get like this?
No, not quite like that.
Oh, not quite like that.
I
Okay,
just
just a
go.
little bit.
What's the matter with you? I got a toothache. Well, leave me alone. Don't talk to me. But hey,
Uh,
I'm pumping my body full of Advil right now, so I'm not feeling a thing.
right. You're just going like this, right?
Yeah, there we go.
Pounding away.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
And I
Oh,
do
that
have
was
a
nice.
tube of numbing stuff here too. So if it gets too bad, I just stick a tube in and numb it.
I see that
So,
HCF did keep his stream up, so that hopefully if anybody sees that, they'll come on over too. So that was
oh,
really nice.
cool,
Very nice.
nice, nice.
Nice little announcement.
Hmm.
Lost for words being funny. More cowbell! Oh, we got another share.
More cowbell. Okay. Well, it looks
Eh,
like I'm gonna have to go buy a cowbell now. Put it
Mikey
on my
says I
drums.
caught the cold again. Oh, come on, Mikey. You had your turn. No more. All done.
Uh,
But yeah, thanks to Flo Beck. Flo Beck is the
mhm.
person who I learned this from. She always told me sharing is caring. And she is showing that now on my own
Mhm.
live stream, which is
Yeah.
amazing. So here you go. Thanks to Flo Beck for sharing this out. So yeah, so in about 10 minutes, folks, I will get into my story because last week, if you weren't here, about a half hour into the show, I told my summary of what I've dealt with and then what had more recently occurred and where I'm at and
Mhm.
all the things.
Mhm.
Well, then you could say that that wasn't the end. After the live stream, some things popped up later that night, and I will go into that here in about 10 minutes. And I typed up my notes, and I have like 3 or 4 pages worth of notes, so it'll take me a bit to get through. I'm thinking it'll probably be another half hour of me talking to you all and hoping that you can hear me fine and all that. So, yeah, fun, fun. I
Mhm.
lost for words. I'm so excited for the update.
There we go.
I got my cheering crowd.
There we go.
Thank you to everybody here, be it that you are my cheering crowd, if you're neutral, or if you're opposing me. I don't care. I'm so glad you're all here. Thank you for being here.
Exactly. I could just picture Lost Words right now with her pom poms. Ooh, update. Ooh, update. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Fishy go. Fishy go. Fishy go. Yeah, yeah. Rah, rah, rah. Fishy.
Yes, that's about what it would look like too.
Yeah.
Auntie Mama's Kitchen. I have not been to her stream in a while. I do feel bad about that, but I will be back. She has amazing live streams. So, Auntie Mama's Kitchen, thank you for being here. You're a
And
wonderful, wonderful lady.
hello, Auntie Mama's Kitchen. Good to see you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'll have to. If I did I not tell you about her and her
No,
wonderful streams?
no.
Well, then I'll have to share that with you later because, I can't
Oh,
just keep that all
okay.
to myself. She makes really good live streams. She's
Oh,
down to earth and she's just fun. Very
mm-hmm.
fun. So, that's right. Lost for Words says, I love Auntie Mama. She is my favorite coffee chat. Yeah, she usually does them in
Oh,
the
there you
morning.
go. Oh, okay. And
Gemma said, I've been dealing with family issues, so I've not been around much, Ma. Mama just got out of hospital. Okay. Well, I hope you feel better there, Gemma.
Hmm. Yeah, I hope you do feel better too, Gemma. And what's the matter, HCF? You don't like pom poms?
He's laughing. I
He,
refuse to wave the pom poms, but he did his part. He shared this out. He did a little shout out.
yeah,
He doesn't have to have any pom poms, none at all.
there we go.
I do see that Tony is here. Control freaks are dangerous. They can be the least person you can think of. They tell you they are your best friend, but turn on you. Grooming is obvious. Yes, this is true, Tony.
Yes,
Very
you
true.
got that right, Tony. You got
Yeah,
that right. By the way, Tony, it's good to see you.
I've been very surprised and saddened by all the people. I mean, it's not
Hmm.
a lot, but it's still a handful that I know of, and it's very sad. But I have to remind
Yeah,
myself they haven't been in this situation, so they don't understand, and it is their choice, and I have to respect their
exactly.
choice. And
Hmm.
that's it.
Scrapper
Uh,
Wolf, good to see you. Scrapper Wolf is in the house.
I have a button to push. Plus, I see Raven, the Blackbird 3 is here. Yay!
Oh, Raven the Blackbird, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's good with you.
I gotta find me a wolf now. Oh, there it is! Time for Wolfie time! Cool. Oh, I should play my own, huh? Look at that. Go
Oh,
fish
there you go.
office!
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. Gemma, what color pom-pom would you like? If you're gonna ask me, I would say purple, but we'll see what Gemma thinks. Hi, Christy. Great to see you.
Hello, Christy.
Oh, Gemma likes the same. Hey, Christy, do you like purple too? Who here all likes purple? Come on now, purple, go, 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 purple. I'm just reading back.
Hmm.
Okay, so see, I thought it was something with Gemma, but I see it is her Nana that is,
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully things will get better for her,
yeah.
Nana. You
Well,
know,
I hope your Nana feels better.
I'm fine there, Christy. I just have a toothache that I'm dealing with right now. So, yeah,
Yeah, he's got a toothache. He will be getting that remedy tomorrow, thankfully.
yeah.
Is that the same one that was bothering you in the past, but then it kind of got better? Or is this a totally different thing?
This was a different one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
Well, either way, I know, if it's not bothering you, why go in and spend money, right? And Christy, I'm doing good. I'm doing actually really good for where I'm at. Uh, yeah, because let's see, I think I've been on my own now for about a month, right?
hmm, yeah.
It's been about a month.
And she's been getting really strong, people.
Yes.
She has.
I've been so strong. Well, I better not say it too much. I don't want to take on too many now, but I have been
Hmm.
taking on now I'm going to purposely push it. I've been, dealing with some boot-licking flying monkeys in this world, and yeah, I'm still here. I'm still
Yeah.
surviving. They have
Hmm.
words, but yes, words can hurt, but I choose
Hmm.
to not let them sink in. They are their choice to speak. It's their choice to what they think, just like I have the choice too of where I'm at and what I'm thinking and what I'm doing.
It just goes to show how naive and idiots the flying monkeys really are. Just
Yeah,
saying.
well, that's okay though. It's their life, it's their choice,
Yep.
and they can do that.
Yep.
So yeah, about 3 minutes, I will be getting into that story. So wow, this chat keeps popping up. Let's see what I'm missing here. Ooh,
Well,
Auntie Mama shared me out. I should probably or shared us out. I guess I have to include you too. You are my co-host
Well, it is.
here.
It. Well, we're both the host, co-host slash. It's
Yeah,
whatever.
we do this together. This is a collaboration. So if I say I mean we, because we're one here, right? We're just one. Anyways, Auntie Mama's Kitchen, thank you for sharing this out, and this is in honor of you. I
There we
do
go.
really enjoy how that turned out. The more
Hmm.
shares, the better, because then we get to push it and push it and push it. Hey, we're
There
almost
we go.
pushing 20 people in total. Yay!
Oh, nice. Hey, there we go.
All right, what is Mama is saying? I
Oh,
gotta get teeth pulled, Ron. I see the dentist next week. She will send me to the oral surgeon so I can knock me out first. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, see, the last time I had, well, the only time that I've had a tooth pulled was
mm,
horrible. There must have been a hiding infection because they gave me stuff, but I could feel throbbing, and I tell you the truth, I felt everything. I should have just had I should have just had Ron come over and pull it out. I mean, it cost way too much for it to hurt that bad. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I could have pulled it out, and you could have saved $700.
I still think I should go and say, hey, I want my money back, but I mean, it's been a bit
Hmm.
now, so that probably
Yeah.
won't work. I recently found a fishy channel sticker and a fishy and toyman sticker. I think I'm thinking about where to put them. Oh, so he's gonna put them somewhere so we get inspired every day. Aw, he is being
Oh,
so
there we go.
kind. He always is,
Cool.
but
Hmm.
that really means a lot to us. Oh, will Toyman dance if we hit 30? Ooh.
Not today. Not the way I feel. Sorry, lost for words.
Well, tell you what. Tell you what. How about this? If we get to 30 people in the chat today, or if we get $50 in Fishy's PayPal, we can do that, just not today. Could we do that? Where we take a rain check?
Well, yeah, I guess we can.
Would that be okay?
Hmm.
Because I
Yeah.
understand today he's got a toothache, so he's
Yeah.
not going to be into he wouldn't be able to put his full into it. But there you go, there's the deal. 30 people watching all together what we're seeing in StreamYards. It doesn't have to necessarily be on one channel. In
Nope.
StreamYards, what we see right now is 17 people. So if we get
Exactly.
like a few more people in here, then on another day we will announce it when he's gonna do it. You guys all can come and watch him dance. Or if I get $50, like we've talked before, in PayPal, it doesn't have to be one person. It could be several people, and we'll talk about things that I have for sale and stuff, and those could be included in that.
Hmm.
And we could just have a special edition live stream on over the weekend, maybe even if it happens today, if Ron is feeling better, of course, and go from there.
There we
You
go.
want to see me dance? Well, that could happen
There you
too. Tell
go.
you what, if you guys sign up for some of my classes I'll be telling you about later, maybe I'll give you a special dance during that if you're signed up for my art class.
And hello, TJ Giggles. How you doing, TJ? Good to see you. TJ's
Watch
here.
hour update. Last I looked, it was at 3100, about 3100.
Yeah.
So lots of help there, folks. Lots of help. All right. But if we achieve other goals, I might make exceptions to when I have my camera on because
Hmm.
it's going to be a while. Oh, TJ! Yes, thank you for highlighting that because I have to do his wonderful
Yes.
button. I really like how this turned out. Here you go. Yeah, put the comment down. Here we go.
There
All
we go.
right. I know we're past the bottom of the hour, but real quick
Hmm.
before we start, because I see Lori talked about, or Lost for Words talked about my drawings. So here is a little sample shot of all my acrylic paintings, and yes, they are for sale. The two in the corner, in the left corner, the cabin winter ones, they are $80 a piece because they took a long while and they're bigger size, or 8 by 10. And all the other ones that you see are 5 by 7 in size of canvas, and these are all original, not prints or anything, and I will sign them if you want me to. Of course, there'd be shipping too, depending on where you are, would be in addition to the cost. And if you did this, this would help too, because I would put that aside for my future home.
Mm-hmm.
Every little bit counts.
Oh, yes.
And so now, this is what I'm going to be doing. If you were here last week, you'll have an idea how it's going to go. If you weren't, then I'm just going to let you know how it's going to go. I am going to put up a thumbnail, and Toyman is going to mute, and I will
Yep.
not be corresponding to any comments. Ron will be keeping an eye on the chat. If you see something that I need to know about, he can message me, but anybody else that messages me or comments, I probably won't see it. Karen M., I want to say hi to you. And I'm going to do this for the reason so I can focus on my story. Now, I might take a little breather in the midst of it because it will be a lengthy story to tell. And then, yeah, after this is over, I will put the show, like the, what do you call it, the timestamp. I'll put the timestamp in the description of this live stream. So if you or if anybody else that you refer to coming here wants to rewatch it later and they want to get to the juicy part of the whole stream, well, then they can go right to it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I'm going to take a little drink though first.
Take your time.
Anyways, so yes, I just took a drink. And in the meantime, if you share this out, if anybody else comes in that has buttons or anything like that, uh, maybe Lost for Words can jot it down, or Ron, or whoever, and or the person themselves can remind me when I'm done, and we can make up that later.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we can.
Juicy.
Juicy, juicy.
Juicy.
Well.
All right then. Oh, of course, I'm gonna have a frog in my throat right when I want to start talking. Really?
It happens.
Well, frog or no frog, I'm still speaking. So there, Mr. Frog.
Okay. That's good.
Ron's like, oh no, she's not gonna talk now.
Hmm.
All right, so Ron, you can go ahead and mute, and I am going to put the thumbnail up. And the way you guys will communicate is through messages. Okay?
Yep. Sounds good.
Sounds all right. So talk to you in a while. So here we go. I thought this was a good thumbnail that I came across, and I tweaked it. Uh, it represents breaking free from abuse and also religion abuse too at that. All right, so if you're not up to date to what all happened, you can always go back to the last live stream that happened last week. And that would be part one, you could say, of like a background summary of what happened and then more current events. Today's talk will be things that occurred after the live stream of last week. I will be speaking about certain things that were texted to me, certain words that were said to me, but everything will be kept anonymous because me telling my life story is not out to hurt anybody in the story. It's just structured to be able to tell my story, and I have the freedom to do so. So, going back to Thursday, February 16th, 2023, this is my real life story part 2. After the show, I got a text message from the pastor I was working for. The text he first sent me that night at 7:30 p.m. Thursday night stated as follows: Want to see you first thing tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. I did not respond back right away. First, I was in shock from the text message that was just interesting, I guess, in my mind. And then I was just digesting what he had said and was trying to figure out what to say back. Because, as you all know or should know, we only have full control over what we do, our actions, and our words. I found, this is my observation and my thoughts, of course, I found the way he wrote this text message to come across as being a little bit controlling and rude. I am not his child. He could have asked me instead of telling me to be there at a certain time. I'm not even there until in the afternoon on Fridays, typically to clean, especially ever since I started going to the gym, which I'm guesstimating has been at least 6 months or so ago. Because, see, I attend the gym class first in the morning and I do my gym cleaning, have lunch, and then I go to the church to clean. Anyways, back to last Thursday. At 8:07 p.m., I sent back this text message. I have pre-planned appointments and plans for tomorrow morning. Asking would have been better approach than assuming and telling me to be there, I'd think. I can be there after lunchtime, thinking be about 1 p.m. At 8:22 p.m., he sent me his last and final text message saying, I have appointments and I need to meet with you first thing. I don't appreciate this tone. We will meet at 1 p.m. then. I found this interesting how he wrote this last text message. I can only assume he was upset because I didn't agree to come in when he wanted me to. It was already Thursday night and I truly already had plans for the next day. Plus, him saying he did not like my tone. How do you get a tone from a text message? Think about it. When you get a text message, there is no voice with it. It's just your perception or frustration, maybe in this case, that would say that you do not like somebody's tone. I had assumed me telling my real life story on my live stream this day, and I'm speaking of last week on Thursday, of course, folks, must have been what triggered the final straw for him in regards to letting me go. Be it him or someone else from the church, someone watched my live stream and he was aware of the topic being presented. I had purposely kept the church and any people mentioned anonymous to keep their privacy. Yes, there are a select few people locally that may figure out who I am talking about, but most of the people that come to my live streams will have no clue who I'm talking about. This is my story, and I have the right and the freedom of speech. Nevertheless, I still wanted to keep these people anonymous because even if they hurt me or did me wrong, my intentions weren't to hurt them. I still care about these people, even if I have to distance myself from them for my health. Another thing to add is that I prayed about this thought to start to share my story to the world, and I felt that He, God, gave me the go on it, and no matter what, I am still happy I am sharing it. I do hope that my life story can help encourage others in similar situations. Back on Thursday, after the pastor had texted me, I did share this experience that night with a couple of close people that I trust and who I have been updating of these things in my adventures as they unfold ever since I have left the abusive situation. One of my good friends offered to come with me to the appointment with the pastor on Friday, which I had taken a little time to think about, and I agreed, which You'll find out later in the story she does do this, and I am thankful to this day that she did. Now we are on to Friday. Friday, February 17th, 2023. So today I got my gym things done in the morning, plus other needed, already planned errands and appointments, including getting the car title transferred, updating car tabs, and close to being due car insurance, getting that all figured out. On a positive side note that I know I lightly touched on in the last live stream, my ex let me keep the vehicle, so he gave me the signed title to transfer the vehicle solely in my name. He gave me more than enough money to cover the title and the tabs cost, plus he is currently paying for my storage unit, and he says he will pay for 3 months worth, which I am very thankful for all of this. Anyways, back to Friday's adventures. At about 12:50 p.m., I met up with my friend that was going to go with me, and we made our way to church. I had a pretty strong feeling that I was going to get let go today, or aka fired, which truly at this point I was hoping for. All the toxic words previously of the pastor and others, and having to go through the rules of having to leave a bulletin on the pastor's desk each week was just getting silly, and I was getting worn out from everything. We arrived at the pastor's office a little after 1 p.m. First thing I noticed is that not only was the pastor waiting in his office, but also a past friend was there. I was thinking, why on earth is she there? I met her about 7 years ago, but truly in the last handful of years, she has not been a part of my life. So her presence made absolutely no sense in my mind. In this situation, I could understand if a church board member or if the pastor's wife was there to join the pastor, but this person had nothing to do with my janitor job at the church, so this did not make sense, in my mind, anyways. My friend that came with me introduced herself, and I took a seat in the office. The pastor asked for the church keys back, and right away read a letter in reference to my dismissal. Some things on the paper were true, some were silly, and some were exaggerated, especially if something might have only happened one time. Like, for example, the delay of cleaning once due to not having wheels to get to church. In my opinion, anyways, they made it seem like I did this all the time. All in all, I am sure everything on that paper was true and valid in his mind, and they are just words and his choice. I just wanted to be done. After my friend had asked him some legal questions, since she is knowledgeable in this regard, we left the room, and truly that would not have been too bad of a parting experience. The pastor did the best he could of where he is in life at this time. At the end, I have to add that at the end of being in the office, I did say thank you to the pastor, which actually was a thought from another friend, and I thought that was a great idea. That's truly something I would do, and I'm glad I was reminded of it. As my friend and I left, I could hear the other person that was present in the office following us. I ignored it until she asked if she could speak. I told her, I suppose you can. She started out saying that, yes, she is a boot-licking flying monkey. And had other things to say about me, that some of which may have been true from long ago, some twisted and some confusing. In my mind, I was trying to figure out what the point of this conversation was. Even if everything she had said had been true, what would what to me seemed like her throwing daggers at me achieve. Maybe it made her feel good. I know for a fact of certain things she saw that she was on my side in the years past when we were um, as friends, like spending time together. And now, years later, she has completely flipped on those thoughts. And that is okay. That is her choice to what she thinks. Just like it is my choice of what I say, what I think, and what I do now in my life. At one point, she accused me of displaying fake abuse, which is far from the truth, but that is her choice to think that. She actually is the inspiration of today's title of today's live stream, Fake Abuse. I personally have been through this abuse for 17 years, and others can see it too. Here's one interesting example of when I told some family members on the ex's side. I was explaining why I would not be at a family function because I was not riding with him in the same car. I didn't ride in the same car with him anywhere, and I had been doing that now for some time. This family member of his own blood said, "You don't have to say any more. We get it. We know. We knew it would come to this one day. And they have known my ex all his life, far longer than me or any flying monkeys that would want to take his side." This person that was in the office that is now talking to us in the hall was planning to keep going on, and I was done hearing it. So I said, "I had about enough for this for today. Thank you." And from that point on, my friend and I headed out of the church. And that was that. I managed to sit through the pastor reading and this now flying monkey past friend with hurtful words without tears. Once got outside by the vehicles, I did cry, and my amazing friend hugged me and prayed to God. Again, I am so grateful she came with. God is good in how things work out. I do understand that people that have not been through emotional verbal abuse can't understand it. It is kind of like the autoimmune illness POTS, that I deal with. People that do not deal with invisible chronic conditions can't understand what other people are going through. I have met others going through POTS and other chronic conditions, and we connect and can understand each other because we have been through similar things. Same goes for verbal abuse. I have learned from Christian verbal abuse coaches about that, about what we go through emotionally while we're enduring the abuse, and also what will more than likely happen when you try to get out of it. This includes family and friends turning on you, churches kicking you out or at least making you feel very unwelcome. This really helped equip me for what I am going through, even though it is still hard. It would have been much harder without knowing anything. Also, having some close friends that were in verbal abuse situations for support through all this helped a lot too. Also, please note, even though some of my friends' family have not been through abuse or chronic health issues, they still believe me and are there to support me, even though they do not all the way get what I'm going through. These times are challenging, but truly with my relationship with God and having my true friends and family, it is okay. When going through things like this, you will find out who your true friends and family are, and who knows, maybe in time the others that have abandoned me will come back, but that is their choice in their time if that ever is a thing. Currently, I'm still staying at a family friend's home. They are a true blessing from God, and I am so grateful for them. I am doing several things now to try to make money on my own accord, which includes things like selling my acrylic paintings, offering a beginner's virtual art class, and doing video editing, thumbnails, subtitles, doing voiceovers for audiobooks, videos, being a life coach for verbally abused women, and so much more. I am also looking around at other official online jobs. Plus, in this time, since I do not have any commitment to any job locally ever since last Friday when the church let me go, I am planning to do some traveling for a couple of months where I have money opportunities along the way. I've never been able to, well, when I was way younger, I was able to travel and show dogs for a couple of years, but I haven't been able to travel much ever since. So I thought that'd be a cool opportunity, a nice journey that I could do for now. After that, I plan to settle down, get an apartment or a house, and look for local work and figure out other family matters. Please note, I do care about my ex's life and I hope it will be a wonderful one. I myself just cannot be under the same roof as he. So, this is where I am at in my journey. I do thank you for listening to this message, and I hope that this has given hope to you and others. Thank you. So, take care of that. I was going to show, I think I have music with this, so I didn't do it yet, but I was going to show this. So there you go.
There we
There's
go.
my update for today.
Hmm.
I do see Babes in Toyland is here. Great to see you.
Well, since you've left fishing, you've become a real strong woman. You
Yeah.
know, since I've known you, you've really come a long way. So,
Yes, you are true on this because we met what, over 2 years ago?
yes, yeah,
And I know for a fact I used to be not as strong. I used to be a lot more scared
hmm
of things in life.
yeah, yeah. You used to be, yeah. Not anymore. Now it's you're charging forward, and that's it. Put your foot down with people, and it's right on.
And yes,
Very.
Tony, you're right. Men suffer abuse too.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right that some men they keep quiet, but some people come out, and I do hope that they can find help too, of course.
Hmm.
Survivor, not a
Exactly.
victim. There you go.
Yep.
So yeah, so there you go. It was almost a half hour, I think. I don't know, maybe about 20 something minutes, whatever it's been.
Mm. Hello, sunflowers. Good to see you.
Yeah, that's right. Lost for words. The stigma that men have to endure when they ask for help is unfair.
Hmm.
It's kind of along the same lines of men can't cry, right? And that's unfair too. Men are human
You can do
beings
that.
too. We all have
Exactly.
emotions, and there's still going to be times when even a man should be able to cry, and it's okay.
Hmm.
Yep. Babes in Toyland says, it's funny though, YouTube has strengthened me. Well, you could say in part that's true for me too. Oh, welcome home, Laura. Because I was at my end of my rope. And I mean, I met other people, obviously, years ago before I met Toyman, and they had their part too, and they still do. A lot of them still do. But like I said last week, in my opinion, I mean, Toyman and I talk all the time, and he's given me lots of strength. He's been the one that's given me courage to make decisions without getting permission from at that
Yeah.
moment the husband that I was trying to distance myself away from more and more.
Hmm. You don't need permission from anybody to do the things that you want to do. You know.
The hard part too, I mean, this is like after my telling my story, but just thinking that, and maybe I didn't elaborate this a lot, that the problem with controlling verbal whatever abuse is, well, for one, the person doing it doesn't always know what they're doing. That's just how they are.
Hmm.
And that's fine, but they don't make for a good partner.
No.
That's their choice. And so I get to make my choice. And that goes for other people out there too. But the thing is, for people that don't understand, unless you're like beaten and you got broken bones and bruises, a lot of people can't believe you, like, or they don't want to believe you, or it's hard because people, a lot of us people go by what we see. If we can't see it, we won't believe it.
That's right. Yeah.
And there's been
Uh,
so many times I wished I'd get a nice black eye or something. Not that I want to get punched, but it was driving me crazy because I wanted to justify, I guess, or what do you call that? Like I'm trying to prove to other people that I really am getting hurt more than you know.
hmm.
But because they can't see it, a lot of people can't believe it. And I understand that because if I wasn't in it, I probably would be similar. Because think about it, it's hard to believe that somebody with a couple words don't hurt you, right? Well, they do.
Yeah, they
But
do.
if I wasn't in it for this long and dealt with this, I don't think I would have believed it either, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's good to see Laura's life is back at home safe. It's good. And fun
Yes.
times. Team fun times. How you doing?
Oh, team fun times. And she shared.
Oh, nice. Thank you for
So I'm
sharing.
gonna play this button.
I'm gonna rip my tooth out in a minute.
Oh, well, okay, can we get $5,000 to see that? Okay. Anyways, Lost for Words says,
uh,
after hearing your story, Fishy, I was inspired to do a podcast on religious trauma. Yes. And
yeah.
she did a fine job on that.
Hmm.
So if you haven't seen that yet, you should. And you can always drop the link for that if you want Lost for Words. Because for people to hear that might be good. My dad was beaten by his ex-wife. He finally left and she broke his jaw. Yeah, that's terrible. But because he's a man, yeah, he's probably not. He's probably gonna feel intimidated to say anything. Team fun times. Yep, shared. Thank you, thank you. Toyman rocks. Yes, he does.
I try.
Mama says she's married to an amazing woman now, and I've heard that story a lot for women or men. That if you can get out of that toxic one and look for the red flags, and you can find a decent human being to be with. Either that, or sometimes some people just stay solo after that, you know? And
Hmm.
whichever
Yeah.
is what happens is fine. Somewhere Lost for Words was saying how mental hurts more, but I can't find it now. Oh, there. She said mental, but she meant mental. Mental and emotional abuse is more damaging than physical sometimes. Because
Yeah. It can
obviously,
be.
sometimes physical can kill you. Yes. But if it doesn't kill you, a lot of times all that will heal, right? And you'll move on. Where
But
with
also,
mental, emotional,
hmm,
that sticks with you. That's like wired into you, and it takes a long time to get over that.
and the body can only take so much mental and emotional stress before the body says, "I've had enough." Stress can kill too. Too much
Yeah,
stress will kill
stress,
you.
verbal,
Yeah.
emotional abuse can
Hmm.
cause physical issues, which obviously indirectly can kill you.
Yeah. Hi, Chuck. Good to see you.
Hi, Chuck. And you don't even have to be married to these people. I mean, it could be people like siblings, parents, friends, family members, co-workers. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
it could just be any kind of other human being. Could be your children. Could be anything. Um, that could be a part of this, and you need to look for those signs. And just remember, everybody has their choice, but you have a choice, and you need to keep healthy boundaries. And I know for a fact that Lost for Words and there's gonna be others here in the chat too that are establishing those wonderful healthy boundaries. And of course, people are not going to like that. And some people will, after not liking it, will finally be okay with it because they understand. And other people are just going to say not nice words or swim away. And that's how it
Mm-hmm.
is. That's their choice.
Exactly.
Yes. And yeah, the most effective way to eliminate narcissists from your life is no contact. Now, I have heard this and I am experiencing this, that I've heard some people say that once you aren't under that same roof, with time, that sometimes you can have somewhat of a more of a, like, what do you call it, like an acquaintance, maybe friend relationship
Mm-hmm.
with a narcissist from a distance. And so I think that is why, like I say, yes, he did a lot of things that were hurtful and all the things, but I'm not going to stay upset. I'm not bitter. I'm not all these things. And I am still, as you noticed, I did still highlight some goods that he is doing right now because he could be not doing any of that. So I think it's still important to still highlight the goods, no matter how small they may seem to some people's eyes, because it's just a good thing to talk about. So ever since the distance and with time, there are things that are good. Now, of course, there's some things at the beginning that weren't so nice, and during which, yes, but I'm not going to dwell on those. We're just going to keep moving forward because it's
Mm-hmm.
not going to achieve anything. It's not going to change anything. And yes, sunflowers, we all do hope that one day you're able to take that step and go for it and live your life. But that's up to you. That's your choice. And I understand when we're in that predicament, we feel like we don't have a choice. I was there. Yeah, people who push at your boundaries and react negatively are the ones who needed them there in the first place. Yep.
Well, when stuff like this happens, this is how you find out who your true friends really are, too.
Yes, you do. And like I said
You
in
know.
my when I was talking, the people that have distanced themselves now because they're naive or they're upset at the moment or whatever, I mean, in the future, they could always come back, but I'm not going to hold my breath on it. No. I'm going to keep moving forward. And if some of these people can see the light and decide to come back, okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. But if not, that's cool too. It's whatever they wish to do. That's
Yep.
between them and their relationship with God and all the things. That's it. If Ken dies, oh poor Ken. If Ken dies doing the relationship thing again, I don't. Oh, she's not going to do it again. I don't need a man. I prefer to be friends and leave romance out of it. I married my one true love and I don't need anyone else. I understand that. Fishy, you sound a bit under the weather or sinus. Maybe. I do have a different headset on, and
Mm-hmm.
I did have a froggy throat, and I have been dealing with some sinus things. So yeah, you could be correct there, Chuck.
Yeah, yeah, it could be the microphone because, like she said, she's got a new headset that I sent down to her.
I think it's
So,
a combination of things because
yeah,
I have been dealing with some sinusy stuff and different um different headset, and I have a little froggy going on in my throat. So yep. But like I say, I was thinking, no matter what frog wants to hop in my throat, I'm still gonna tell my story.
that's right.
If someone tells me to be somewhere at a certain time, I'll say okay and show up 2 weeks later. But I'll be on time to meet Fishy or Toy Man. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but when someone says, "I need to see you first thing," well, really, I think maybe you should ask first if I'm busy or not. You know, you don't order someone.
No, and that's, I mean, from my opinion of how that text message was stated, that seemed very firm and not very respectful to the other person that this person was telling it to.
It sounds like a very controlling person, if you ask me, in my
I would
opinion.
have, I mean, I understand we all have our moments where we make a flaw. We're human.
Yeah.
But you would think if that was a flaw, that this person might have apologized for that flaw instead of just being more angered by me pointing out that flaw.
Hmm.
But that would be human nature too. And that's okay. Because, like I said, when it comes down to it, it is ultimately each and every one of our own choice to what we do. We each have our own manual, and we get to, we're all our own manual maker.
Yeah.
We make our own choices, make our own ideas and thoughts about situations, and that's okay. That's what keeps the world going around. Now, not all churches are bad. There are some good ones out there too. It's just finding them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, there are a lot that it's almost like the devil was sheep's clothing, I think, kind of thought going on. Cultish, all the words you want to use there. And it's just not nice. To tell you the truth, after my experience of especially the most recent, I'm a little bit shy to trying out a church again. Now that I'm not having to go to keep my job, it might take me a bit before I check out other churches because they may look fine at the beginning, and then later when you really need them, they want to stab you,
Hmm.
and that just
Exactly.
shows the true colors. Like I say, I'm not saying all are bad, but a lot of them have turned that way, especially when you really need them and things like this. And yeah, so this is where I'm at now, life after abuse. And it's not just abuse from being married, it's abuse from the church too, and abuse from, you know, people that are considered, what do we call them? Flying monkeys.
Yep.
But hey,
Flying monkeys.
the world won't go around without flying monkeys. So thank you, flying monkeys, for being here. Oh. But yes, I can tell my throat is getting quite hoarse, so yes, Chuck, you are correct on that one. Oh, what does she say? I go to a motorcycle church. They preach love and acceptance. We have gay people, trans, lots of bikers. We help a lot of people and love the ball. So yeah, I do know that there's lots of different kinds of churches out there.
Hmm.
If your real if your relationship with Jesus is personal, you shouldn't have to go to someone else's house to worship God the way you want to. Exactly.
Yeah.
If you look into the Bible, where did Jesus usually preach?
On a hillside.
Yeah, he wasn't within a certain named church building, was he?
Nope.
Sometimes he was in a temple.
Hmm.
Sometimes he got mad at people in a temple. But a lot of times, yeah, he was just outdoors or in a boat, right? Or walking on water. He wasn't necessarily within a church, and he didn't have a certain name. There's so many different names out there of churches too. You know, you got Baptists and you got Catholics and so on. A bunch of names, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
But think about it. A lot of them are all wanting to worship the same God. It's just they're divisioned up due to small little details, maybe religion habits that have been going on for years of should you be baptized or not baptized, lots of water or sprinkle water. It comes down to little details like that. But ultimately, they all do believe in God in regards to most churches. So, but yeah, I'm a little bit instead of saying gun shy, I'm a little bit church shy right now. But see, growing up, we didn't actually go to a building, to a church. We actually did what we called home church growing up. And it wasn't always just me and my family. I mean, we did visit like other families at times and stuff like that. And that's how I grew up. So I learned that you didn't have to be at a specific building. Now, there were flaws in that group after a while that we found out. But still, the thought of not having to go to a specific church at a specific time was kind of cool.
Hmm. Hello, Sarah Ann. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes. Hi, Sarah. Can I ask
Hmm.
Toyman how the renovation is going? Yeah, you can ask that. Sarah, we checked out a new church this past Sunday. Nice to try something different. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Don't don't stay closed up in a box. Protect yourself on your values, but look outside of that box. But yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. Let him know how things are going. Gives my voice a rest.
Oh, the renovations is going slow because I'm still leveling the floor. I still got to get some more floor leveling mixture. I got to mix up some more and level the floor because there's real big dip in the floor. So I got to get that. Once that's all leveled out, taken down, then I can start laying the floor. So right now that's going slow. So for that part, it takes time. You mix up, you pour, and you watch where it travels because it's self-leveling. And then once it stops moving, then you just trowel it up to where you want it a bit more. Let that dry, and then add some more, and slowly mark out where the hump is. Once you get all that marked out and you get close to where you think is going to be level, then you put your level across there to make sure you got no gaps in between the floor and your level, right? So once you don't see any gaps, you know you've got a level floor going all the way across the room. So,
Okay. Well, you can keep talking about things. I'll be right back.
so
Apparently, I
that
drank too much.
that takes it. Oh, by all means, yeah. Don't need you to spring a leak. So, yeah, so doing floor leveling takes a little bit of time and finesse. So, you know, once that's done, boom, laying the floor will be a breeze, actually. So, get that room done, and then I got one more bedroom to rip apart and do with the laminate flooring, and then of course we have somebody coming in to do the bathroom because I'm not doing that, but I'm not tackling that. So we got dishwasher coming this coming week, or is it next week? No, it's next week. Next week I got a dishwasher coming that's going to be installed. Take out the one that's broken. So still a lot more stuff to do around the house to get fixed up and get it ready for the market again. So that's funny there. HCF. There we go. Rudy, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. 5:16 p.m. Central. Rudy says. Well, let's see. It's 6:17 here, Eastern Standard Time. So and tonight's a 12-hour shift tonight. So When I go into Prev, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Prevolution's in the house. How you doing, Prev? Hope things are good with you, buddy. I'll be glad when I get rid of this toothache. That'll be done at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Hooray! Oh, I'm doing all right. I'm just dealing with the toothache, that's all. Other than that, everything's been pretty good, really, actually. So, yeah. And we still got light drizzle coming down, so freezing drizzle, that is. Figures. Oh, well, it'll be another fun night at work. Instead of getting ice pellets in the face, I'm going to get rained on. That's okay. Well, the temperature's increasing. Temperature's going up. Hmm. Wow, it's going to be 40 degrees on Sunday. Oh, and mostly sunny. Wow. Oh, and then, of course, snow on Monday. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Won't be much longer before spring's here, people. Hey. Yep, warm spell on Sunday. And then another one through midweek after that. Guess what? We're getting into March, so very shortly. So things should start warming up. I hope. uh, yeah, it's always colder out that way. It's minus 26 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that's cold. It's cold. Burr. I know. I've been out. I've been out west, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, when it was minus 45 degrees Celsius. Stepped out of the truck. I thought I was going to turn into a popsicle. That was my coat froze, and I was only like 30 feet from going inside the truck stop where I parked, and it's just like I froze by the time I got there. I was bone chilling cold. It just kind of went right through you. It's that kind of cold, right?
Yeah,
So
I cold. I cold.
I
I moved
cold, I
away from the
cold.
heater. Oh, I see Prev is here.
Yeah,
Hi, Prev.
welcome,
Good to see
welcome
you.
back, by the way.
Thank you.
So
Yes. Ooh, yeah. Like I say, yeah, I've been dealing with sinus stuff, and I think after talking for that long now, my voice is like, nope, nope,
mm,
you're gonna go bye
mm,
bye.
mm,
It's like, no, I'm not going bye bye.
not yet. Oh, there's 10 people in here. Mm.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think we should talk about. We'll talk about the ways I'm trying to make money at the time because I want to provide services or items in return for money. So, because I understand that
Yes.
sometimes people don't want to just give money for with nothing, and
No.
some people can't do any of this because they don't have, and that's fine. Just people being here and listening to my story helps a lot.
Hmm.
And then
Yeah.
any money I get out of these things I'll be talking about here shortly, that'll get set aside for apartment or house payments in the future. And I may not sound like a lot, but every dollar counts.
Oh, every little bit helps.
Hmm.
That's for sure.
So, oh, another thing is with my syndrome, that's one of the reasons I didn't want to commit to every day going to a job. Two, here in the state of snow, I didn't want to commit to going to somewhere every day and can't get there because I can't drive in the yuckiness.
Hmm.
And also, with the plans of me traveling, well, now that I don't have my church job, I didn't want to start another committed local job at the moment because I
Well,
have that opportunity at the moment, you know.
when you start traveling, just send me a postcard.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Keep in touch so I know you're safe.
Well, maybe I can hire you to be my taxi service. How's that?
Oh, did you win the lottery all of a sudden?
No, I didn't win no lottery.
Oh, just
You'd be
checking.
my free taxi, right?
Oh, free. I didn't quite catch that word yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
now
your
I see.
contribution
Okay.
to this, right?
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
hello to Rudy. Good to see you.
All right. I'm gonna go upstairs and make something to eat, but you know what? Seeing as how there's nobody here in the house, and I got the house to myself. I'm just gonna flip over to
Oh,
I'm gonna flip over to
you're
the
gonna
phone.
flip? You sound like a fish. You're gonna flip.
See, that's why see. I've been around you. See, saying
You've been around
fantastic
too
and
long.
with the fingers. You know.
Yeah, fingers, fantastic.
Yeah.
Flip
Okay.
around, swim
I'm
away.
going to so I don't blow anybody's ears out here.
Yeah, go away for a second. And yeah, thank you for everybody who shared the stream out. Remember, you can still share it out, or at least maybe even afterwards, you can share it out once it's for a replay. And if they just want to hear the story I told, and then there you go. It's my real life story. I know I've had flying monkeys tell me that they like that I called it a story because they want to say that it's fake, but that is their choice to call it fake. It's not fake, it's real. It's from my perspective, yes, but it's all real.
Fake, not
Yeah,
fake.
I know. You know me. I've been faking fake abuse for over 17 years. Woo! Uh-oh. Now you got stuck.
No, I just I shut the Wi-Fi off and turned my data on.
Oh, okay.
It seems to work better with my data on for StreamYards, right? So
So yeah, so ways to help. While he's up there getting ready to cook something, I was just gonna say ways to help is, well, number one is share this stream out. Share last week's stream out. You know, that gets my story out there. And that is my number one goal in life now is, well, I guess my number one goal is for me to be a better me. But right by that is I want my story to help other people. My real life actual story. My journey, my adventure, whatever word you want to put in there. If it can help at least one person out there, that makes me smile. I love what Last for Word said. Fake? The only fake there is are flying monkeys that believe that they are right. Woo! That was well said. See, Lost for Words is fired up.
there you go. You gotta love it when somebody's all fired up.
And she also said you are helping a lot of people, Fishy, and Laura agreed. Well, like I say, no matter all the flack, even that I got last week on Friday, I still feel fine with what I've been sharing. I finally felt comfortable. I prayed about this before I even decided to do so, and everything felt right. I kept people anonymous. I kept the place anonymous, so I figured Well, if it bothers them, maybe they should think about what they do in the future with other people. Because I'm not saying any names or locations or churches of what they're called, because I don't want to directly hurt anybody.
No,
But if they can learn something from this, great. If not, great. I mean, it's up to them what they do. But I'm not a prisoner. I'm able to tell my version of my story, from my
exactly.
perspective, and everybody's gonna have their own view, their own choice of whatever's. Vanessa Kitty is here. Good to see you.
Vanessa Kitty, how you doing?
Prev says, seeing you happy always makes me smile. Lost for Word says, I'm tired of seeing people being abused by fake sheep, no matter whether it's narcissist or religious cult people. Yeah, and there's a lot of people that get stuck in that. If they think you dox the church, and they can cry victim. Ironic after all the crap they put you through.
Hmm,
Yep. I mean, they, like I say, if they are listening to this and last week's, then they're gonna know, these people that are involved are gonna know I'm talking about them. But I'm not using any names or anything, so I'm at the same time protecting them.
exactly. Uh, Making soup, by the way.
Oh, you're making soup. Okay, well, while you make soup, I'm gonna show people some of the artwork.
Oh, yes, yes.
So I have some
Fantastic. Some
no.
fantastic artwork. I said fantastic artwork.
Okay, well, here is my very first acrylic painting. I made two of these. Toy Man actually bought one of them, so there's only one of these left. And then I made these colorful mountains, lots of happiness and joy. Also, these wonderful sun and clouds over water. Here's them all stacked by each other. These are 5 by 7 an inch, 5 by 7 inch canvas that these are painted on. These are originals, they're not copies, and I can sign them before I send them to you if you were to purchase one for $25 plus shipping. And here's a picture of, oh well, let's do this one first. This is a close up of the cabin ones that I just recently did. These are bigger ones. These are 8 by 10 inch, and they obviously took a little bit more time to get to that look. They were more time invested in these. So these I am asking $80 plus shipping. Anyway, so here's how it works here. Lacking one of the purple blue ones because Toyman bought that. So I
Yeah.
have one, two, three, four, five. Would that be six? No, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I gotta be able to count now. I have 7 5 by 7 inch canvas for $25 plus shipping, and then I have two of the winter cabin scene ones for $80 plus shipping. Nobody feel pressured, please. It's just an option. If anybody would like to purchase one, get a hold of me and let me know. So yeah, I'm showing you ways I'm trying to make some income in the meantime right now. So paintings, that's the first thing. Plus, I enjoy doing painting. Another thing is, if you're interested, I am planning to do virtual art class with Fishy. And yes, my camera will be on, so you'll be able to see me, and then I'll probably put the camera down so you can see me do the art. We'll do it step by step of making some simple art pieces, and all you're going to need is paper, uh, pencil, marker, and then either crayons or colored pencils. And I'm gonna try to figure out when I want to do these sessions, and then I'll probably put it in the community tab unless I hear from people when they would like to do it. Anyways, I was gonna do it where we could have a $5 class and a $10 class depending on the designs. These are my thoughts right now. We could do things like snowflake designs. We could do some other things too if time allows for $5, and then winter cabin, a simple cabin in the winter for $10. And of course, we would color this in and everything also. So keep in tune for that. I do plan to do other virtual classes too, but I was trying to think of things that I can do, especially at the moment because I'm at a friend's house. They look like two photos, just a difference in distance to the cabin. Very cool. Yeah, thank you.
And if you're wondering what soup I'm making, it's
Yeah, what are you making?
Campbell Campbell soup, bean with bacon.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Another thing that I've looked into, and I know Lost for Words was talking about this also, so that's kind of where I got the idea also, is being a personal life coach. I've looked into it. Anybody could be a life coach, and it especially works out well if you have some background to be able to relate to people you're going to work with. And so I would like to start to be a personal life coach for other women going through abuse, specifically verbal abuse.
Hmm.
And my plan is for the first handful of people, I would give you a really good deal with the trade that you would then give a true and honest testimony so that people in the future can see how it went for you. But yeah, be honest about your testimony, of course. And anyways, this is something I would like to start here soon too. Another thing is, when I don't have a froggy throat, of course, I would love to be a narrator, be it officially online for audiobooks, or if you have a book that you want to turn into an audiobook. Also, videos. I could do voiceovers for a video for you, and I would give people a great deal. Well, actually, I have a handful of people in mind that I give a great deal to help promote my voice, and then I'll have to figure out from there how much I would charge and all that. But I've heard that I have a nice voice, so this is another area that I'm looking into. I really enjoy doing editing, so if anybody would like to hire me to do an intro button or just buttons in general for a live stream or to edit your video or make you a thumbnail. Uh, for example, Lost for Words is one of my later buttons I've made, and how I made her button that I know she would like is I knew she had a saying that she usually said at the end of her podcasts, and I found out that she likes rocky music. So for her button, I made this. Incorporates that rockish type of music and the podcast thought plus her saying. Something for the future that I haven't done yet, but I'm planning to make some ebooks. I want to make an ebook about basically what I've been talking about already on live streams about my experience about verbal abuse and controlling and narcissists and all that stuff. Plus, I would also like to make a recipe book with our most famous recipes from myself and from Toyman.
Yeah, that's going to be a cool book.
Yeah. So our top wonderful recipes will go into this book, or
Hmm.
maybe it'll end up being, like I said, it could be like an ebook, or maybe we'll make like a pamphlet or a booklet to send out, possibly if people want it that way. Things like that.
Everything
Another.
spicy is in the house. How you doing? Good to see you.
Ooh, cool. Condolences to all your fishy friends in Palestine, Ohio. Something. Yeah, I think I heard something happen there.
Yeah, the train blew up.
Aha. And everything's spicy. How are you doing today? Yeah, my phone, it showed something about that. To tell you the truth, I didn't really look into it, but I knew something happened because that pops into my brain from what I saw on my phone. You know how the news gets popped up on there and weather
Hmm.
on your phone?
Yeah. Bunch of tanker cars derailed and everything. That's what happened.
Yeah. but it means a lot. Like, see, everything spicy is here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I was looking at maybe certain channels, like, I'll say everything spicy. Maybe I'd give him um, quite a deal and let him, if he has any videos or he wants a voiceover, because I know he has a lot of people that watch him, and then they'd be able to hear my voice and possibly come to me for voiceover thought. But I mean, somebody like everything spicy would first have to be okay with it, of course. But it would be something I would talk to people behind the scenes and figure out. Going home from work in 23 minutes. Oh, he's counting down the
Oh,
minutes.
there we go.
Now, another thing is that I am planning to travel around, thinking, well, guesstimating close to May-ish. May-ish, I say, because it could be April or it could be into May. But somewhere in there, I'm planning what?
I'm trying to figure out what's happening in May or
Traveling. I-traveling.
oh.
That's once I probably have
Hmm,
enough of what cash I do have built up to be able to do it.
hmm,
And
yeah.
then
Yeah.
I'll have to talk behind the scenes with people. I know that there was one person that, well, I don't know the time frame for this one person I'm thinking of, but like this one person had a possible cleaning opportunity for me. And so maybe if there's
Mm-hmm.
other people I know that basically I could do meet and greet with some people, and then if you have something that I'd be able to do in exchange for a little cash, hey, I'll do that too. So it's a combination of a change of scenery plus some ability to make some money on the road. I'll just have to, hire my taxi driver and we'll be good. He's smiling.
Yeah. I wonder who the taxi driver is going to be.
I don't know. But anyway, so I'm excited about that too. All right, Mama Redneck has to go get some meds. She'll be right back. But yeah, everything's spicy. It's really nice that you stopped in. And anyway, so there you go, folks. Those are all my thoughts for right now in regards to ways I can make money and still do it when I'm on the road.
Hmm.
So, or even now before I go on the road, because like I say, I want to be a responsible human being, and I know my body with my syndrome, so I don't want to commit to something like 5 days a week and then not be able to because I'm symptomatic for part of it, or right now with the weather. Plus, since I'm not tied down and committed to an actual local job, I kind of want to keep it that way for the moment. Have a little time to change up the scenery, get a little farther away from flying monkeys, I guess, and come back and a more refreshed and determined way. And like I say, it'd be really cool if I could figure out of a house, but at the very least, my own turf of some sort here locally in a couple of months. And then there's some other things to figure out, but I would do that at the end of time too. So there you go. There's all the updates.
Hmm.
Think of.
Looks like it's getting foggy out too.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, speaking of weather again, we were supposed to get up to 2 feet of snow, and we didn't even get a foot of snow that I know of. I mean, we got wind, we did get some snow, but definitely was not that. I thought I heard somebody say we got like 4 inches of snow, and then we got a lot of drifting due to the blizzard-like weather yesterday. Yeah, you're welcome there, Lori. Okay, so some places got it. See, like Twin Cities got 15 inches, but see where I'm at, Like I say, I'd have to look. It's hard to tell because of the drifts, but I've heard it's around maybe 4 inches. Now it could be more than that, but I know it wasn't 2 feet for here. To tell you the truth, just because I was hearing it and you're kind of getting ready for it, I'm a little disappointed that it didn't happen because I was ready to jump into the 2 feet of snow.
Where you got to make a snow angel?
Yes, and a snow
Yeah.
tunnel too, like
Oh,
a fishy tunnel.
oh,
So yeah, if anybody has any thoughts or questions or anything, you can put it in the chat, and then depending what it is, of course, I get to have the choice to answer it or not, because there are certain things that I am not talking about online, only for, well, right now the parts I won't talk about is for the privacy
yeah,
of certain
yeah,
individuals, and that's all, really.
exactly. Yeah.
Cold front moving in tonight. Yep, so we'll see. Hopefully travel will be okay for tomorrow, because tomorrow is now Friday again. The nice thing of how things ended up last week, which maybe everybody assumed, but I didn't clarify, is I actually did not clean the church then last week either. Because when I went in there, I was let go immediately. Apparently, this is my thought on it. Apparently, I'm a very, very scary individual, and the pastor needed to eliminate me immediately.
Yeah.
I'm so scary. Anyway, so I didn't have to work last week, which was actually kind of nice because it usually takes me about 4 hours or so to clean that place. And so didn't have to do it last week, and I won't have to do it this week, and no other week in the future. Yay!
So
I
he'll have to do his own cleaning, would he?
that or some other blessed individual can do it. I like lost her words. She said they are afraid of your friends and supporters, corrupting you. More irony. That's right. That's right. I forgot. I talked about that last week, I think, that they were saying that me hanging out with these YouTubers is leading me down. The devil has taken a hold, you know? Mm. And they also told me, or I was told by an individual, that I am full of bitterness. A heap of it, like a mountain of it, is how that person clarified it. Which I
Sounds like,
find. Oh, go
it
ahead.
sounds like to me all that bitterness was coming from the other end, not you.
Maybe, because this is the interesting thing. It's all in perspective, because there was another individual that I sat down and had coffee with not that long earlier before all this happened. And that person, after our discussion for about an hour or so, she said that so many people she talks to in these cases are full of bitterness. And she told me that I was not full of bitterness, and she could see I let it all go. And this is from another perspective, or another person's perspective. I don't know, maybe a couple of months prior to these all the circumstances that just now are firing up. So it's interesting how one individual says I don't have any bitterness, and then another one says I have a mountain. It's all in
Hmm.
perspective. I mean, how can a person actually see what's inside my soul? Only
They
God
can,
can see that, you know?
exactly.
Nora. I might be making a few personal calls. I'll tell them what's really up. Oh, what's this? Yeah, they can gaslight another church member into cleaning the church and brainwash them too.
Yeah.
Did I say that out loud? Perp says, I didn't hear that. That's
What?
funny.
Hear what?
Yeah. Their perception of you is their opinion. They aren't professionals. They have zero right to diagnose you or your life. Exactly. They're not
Hmm.
psychologists. They're not God. It's a mere only. To tell you the truth, from the things I've heard from them, they're worried about how they look. They're worried about how they look and how their church looks. And I understand that is
Hmm.
normal human stuff. We worry about how we look. Look at us on YouTube. We worry about how we look. Some of us do. We can let that happen, I should say. We don't have to, but we can let it happen of how do we
I
look.
don't. I don't. I don't
I'm
care how I
some
look.
mm, some days you do, but yeah, it's human nature. You know this.
I know.
So I can understand that, but and it's not just that specific church or any church in general. It could be a workplace, it could be a family gathering, it could be anything where if people are too concerned about how they look or how they think they look, that another person is going to get hurt in the midst of it. And it's just how it is. It's just human nature. Free thinking grown ass adult. What's it say? He 10? Something like that. Yeah, you're terrible there, lost for words. Terrible influence. Oh, just kidding.
Hmm. Yeah, we're all bad. We're all heathens.
I could care less of what anybody thinks of me, and that's good. That's a good place to be. And
Yeah.
yes, people
It's
can say words. Yes, they can make me hurt, but I'm still going to do what I want to do in this life, and they're not going to be able to put me into a, like,
category.
certain. Well, certain people might want to, like, make me be quiet, but they can't because it's called freedom of speech, and I haven't jeopardized anybody.
Exactly. As long as you don't
Think
mention any
about,
names, you can say what you want about people without mentioning names.
especially here,
Hmm.
there might be some lurkers that are not very happy right now. Who knows? If they don't say, I don't know, and it doesn't matter.
Oh,
But all the people that are here in the chat, they have no clue who I'm talking about anyway.
exactly.
The ones that are chatting, that is.
Hmm. That's for sure.
So yeah, I do have my PayPal pinned. I mean, I'm not expecting that anything is gonna occur there unless somebody it's on the upon their heart. But please take care of yourself first, and then keep in mind of the paintings that I have, art class that I'm going to be setting up in the future under the right circumstances. If anybody's interested, I was thinking I could do things like cooking class, be like, hey, have these ingredients and you can, I don't know, make brownies, let's say. Want to make brownies with fishy? Things like that. But right now, I just don't feel comfortable doing that here because it's not quite my turf, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Eh, So I just figured doing artwork, that's something I can definitely do uh, in this circumstance. And whoever attends art class will get to see Fishy because I will have my camera on. So we can chit chat beforehand. And then, like I said, I'll probably put the camera down so you can see when I'm doing the things on the paper so you can see what to do. But you definitely can see Fishy because it'll be a unlisted stream for
Yeah.
me and whoever else decides to join me for a fun time. And we could have, I don't know, we could do it whenever people, well, we can have it in the morning. We could do like a coffee time with Fishy. So have your coffee with you, and then we can do artsy fartsy things together. Artsy fartsy. Nora, lurkers don't talk.
That's right.
Yeah, we could do cooking class. Right now, I'll have to get one again probably. But if I can get myself a canner again, we could do canning class. because not a lot of people know how to can things, to preserve food.
Hmm.
So if anybody's interested in like preserving food of different ways, I mean, we could dry the food, we can can the food, we could do cooking class, we could do. There's a lot of people that like sugar-free drinks and foods, so they can have yumminess, but they're on like a diet. We could do that kind of cooking.
There we go.
Yeah, canning is really easy, but there's a lot of people that are scared of it and or do not know how to do it. So, anyways, or if anybody else here has ideas, you're more than welcome to throw them in the loop. Like I say, I want to start doing life coaching, and that can start immediately once I got some people that are interested. Because in the research I have researched on this, you do not have to be certified as long as I don't pretend to be a doctor or a psychologist or some other occupation where these people uh, are trained with those very, what would you call it, delicate things. Yes, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a doctor. You got to go to an actual professional of those sorts for those kind of things. But a life coach is there to encourage you along your journey, be it that you are going to a therapist or a doctor or whatever else on the side, that's fine. I was actually talking to a person here the other day, and I didn't even know this, but at one point in this person's life, they actually did have a life coach, and they said they were the best. It just encouraged them to keep moving forward.
Mm.
And that's really my cup of tea. I love encouraging people. So, anyway, so if there's anybody that wants to do that, I'd have to figure out all the things on that. But like I say, at the beginning, it would be more of a some of that stuff is more of a trial phase, as long as you agree to writing a true testimony of your experience with me, because that would help for the future for people that have no clue who I am.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I canned for the first time as an adult last fall, canned homegrown tomatoes and homegrown green salsa. Ooh.
Mm, sounds yummy.
Yes, disclaimer, not professional advice. That's right. Yep, so I definitely would have that on there. Because, yeah, it's not professional. I'm not like highly trained. I can only go by my own personal experience. And if somebody needs more help, they need to go to the professionals to figure out better on things.
Hmm.
I'm just kind of like, well, what do they call that for? I'm drawing a blank, but it's when somebody gives birth to a baby, they're either at the hospital and the doctor delivers the baby, or they're at home and or the what do you call it, the midwife delivers the baby. But in either circumstance, you can actually have a person there.
Witness?
No, no, no,
No.
not a witness,
Oh.
but they're
Oh.
basically your support. Uh, they're there for more support. They're not a professional that's gonna like catch your baby or take care of you medically. That is for the doctor or the midwife. It's doula. There you go.
Mm.
Mama got it. Ding ding ding, mama redneck, you got it. Yes, like to me, a life coach is kind of like a doula. We're there to help you along your journey, but we're not the doctor, and we're not the one like that's going to catch your baby or something goes wrong, but we're there for support. Okay, yep, so you have doulas for different things. She has a loss for words, has a doula for a death doula. So I guess doula can be for other things. I knew a doula is there for people that are giving birth, but apparently they can be there for other things too.
Mm.
So anyway, I'm sure that's slightly different, but I was just thinking it's kind of the similar where they're not directly involved with the medical part, but they're there to support people. It's like they're kind of like they're at that moment life coach in a sense. Hi, Steve. So Steve's place is
Hello,
here
Steve.
saying hello.
Steve's place. How you doing? Good to see you.
No, I don't need to lay down. Just kidding. Uh, Steve's place, it was great to see you. So yeah, we've almost hit the 2 hour mark. So yeah, it'd be wonderful if you guys could think about, like I say, that these are only offers. I'm not forcing anybody, and I couldn't force anybody anyways. Good luck on that
Hmm.
one. Yeah, we'll be ending here in the next 5 minutes. So, well, I'll be playing thumbnail, or not thumbnails, buttons and stuff. So actually, we'll be leaving here probably in about 2 minutes, and then I'll play some stuff. Because I know that Ron has a toothache going on, and my voice is deciding to go farther and farther away.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some hot salt water rinse.
I mean, if you gotta go do that now, you can too, and I can just carry it for the next minute or two too, if you need to, because I understand tooth stuff is no fun. Whoops, I
No,
lost my
yeah.
slipper. But please,
Hmm.
everyone, please, please, please.
Your slipper or your flipper?
Oh, my flipper. So take a good look. Take a good look. This is my first time ever doing acrylic paints. Now, I've been drawing ever since I was a young girl.
I'll be back.
Okay, go ahead. I've been doing artwork of like more controlled media. Well, acrylic is controlled too, but I just never messed around with it. I've done colored pencils, pastels. I was gonna say it different. Charcoal, pencil, pen, marker, and whatever else like that. I tried watercolor one time. I hated it because there is no control when it comes to watercolor. Not really. I mean, maybe there is some tricks of the trade, but I did not like it. I've always wanted to try acrylic, and now I am. And I really, really enjoy it. So, like I said before, all of them, except for the cabin ones, are $25 plus shipping. And depending where you're at, the shipping might not be too much. They don't weigh that much, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I won't know until I do it the first time, and they could vary. Like if you live in California or in a different uh, country, it might cost a bit more. But yeah. So anyway, the cabin ones though, they took a lot more time, and they turned out really cool. So those I want to sell for $80. And like I say, these would be donations that would help me out. Plus, in exchange, you get to have a visual that you get to hang up on your own wall. And I would definitely sign these too. And they're originals, they're not copies. As you can see, I did doubles. I started out with the two purple blue ones to the way left on the top. And I thought, well, I might as well do two since I'm doing it. Figure if I screw up too much on one, I got the second one. Well, they've all just worked out just fine, and so I kept that up. When I did the first theme, I did two. Second one, two. Third one, fourth one, fifth one. Now, the fifth one of the cabins, of the fifth theme, that one took a lot longer, but they both turned out really nice. They might be slightly different because, well, I'm human, but they're very similar in their style. Lost for Words says share this out, like, and support the fishy. Thank you, Lost for Words. So please, please, please keep that in mind. And yes, remember, I'm not a professional, but if anybody is wanting to have a personal life coach in their life, please consider myself. And for the first few customers that I get, you're going to get a heck of a deal. It'll be nearly free, really, because I got to start somewhere. And I figure if I have a couple of people that, and if you truly enjoy it, or if you don't, either way, give a testimony after a while when the time comes and be very honest about it. Just because I give you a good deal doesn't mean that you have to give me a good testimony. Of course, I'm hoping so, but the biggest thing is to be honest about it, because honesty is number one.
Okie.
But yeah, we're at the 2-hour mark, so I'm just doing a quick hash over, and then I'll click the buttons and we'll be done. Art class with Fishy. I'm going to do, I can offer 2 different ones. I'll do a more simple one for $5 and a more complicated one for $10. We could do it in a morning. Maybe we could do it in a morning on like a Saturday morning, let's say, or something. And have like coffee and art class with Fishy. We could do different things, but these are my ideas. Like we could do the snowflake, and let's say that didn't take too long. We could always do some other things too. But then we could do like the $10 cabin, and we color that in and such also. Keep me in mind if you want a voiceover on your channel for videos. Help me get my voice out there. And remember, I love to edit. And Toyman is still selling his train collection, so
Yes.
keep that in mind. He does have them posted on our website. And if you are in abuse or life after abuse, you are not alone. But with that, Babes once had her monthly shower. Okay. So anyways, everyone, please keep that all in mind. If you're connected with me already, we can communicate behind the scenes about any of these opportunities. If you're not, I do have an email you can use, but only will respond to actual people with actual things, because I'm not going to get caught up in the spam. I see HCF Paranormal is here. We are actually going to be just taking off. We've hit that 2-hour mark. Sometimes we go over, but my voice is tapering out, and I forgot your name already. Oh, Toyman, that's his name, or Ron.
I'm not sure, but I think I just got turned into chopped liver.
Chopped Toyman. Anyways, he's got a bad toothache that's going on, so he does need to rest up and lay down, and he does have work for later tonight, so he needs to recoup a little bit. So I do thank you for being here, even though your mouth is hurting. Okay?
Okay.
And if there's anybody in the midst of my travels that want to do a meet and greet and maybe have a job, even just a one-time job opportunity, let me know. Let's do this. Let's have fun. All right. So I'm going to do my saying, and then I'm going to do the buttons. Always remember to look for the positives, no matter how small they may seem, and how flying monkey-ish they may seem. Just kidding. And always remember to smile each and every day. And yes, in honor to all of the boot-licking flying monkeys in the world, I had to put that up one more time. Ta-da! Okay. So break free. You do not have to be prisoner to abusive relationship or a toxic church or religion. You can escape. And it's okay. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna click some buttons, but you are done with your duties, sir. Yeah, you.
Sir. You know, sir and me is like putting a padlock on an outhouse.
Oh, okay.
Sir.
All right, so I'm going to click some buttons. You do what you wish. You all take care. Thank you for being here. If you want to support the fishy, get in contact with me or send money if you have some spare. Ha. And we'll see you next time. Okay?
Okay, sounds good. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. That is your chance to be ruthless. That is your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me make it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines